Hi everyone, Brandon Peters here, Walt Disney World Ambassador, and in celebration of Earth Month, I'm here to talk to you about something that's very near and dear to our hearts at the Walt Disney Company, and that is conservation. Walt Disney once said that conservation isn't just the business of a few people, it's a matter that concerns all of us, and he was very, very right. Here today at the Walt Disney Company, we even have a word that describes that way of thinking. It's called environmentality. It can be defined as acting or thinking with the environment in mind. I'm here to tell you today about two stories I'm very proud of as a Walt Disney World cast member that reflect our environmentality. And the first is about the Disney Wilderness Preserve. Now, when Walt Disney World was expanding in the late 80s, early 90s, the Walt Disney Company purchased 8,500 acres of land here in Central Florida to mitigate our expansion projects. Now, we had the chance to transfer that land over to the Nature Conservancy in the early 90s, establishing what would be known as the Disney Wilderness Preserve. This is a really special restoration project because nothing like this had ever been done on this scale in the past. We were able to set aside an entire ecosystem that the Nature Conservancy is able to restore back to its normal habitat. You see, this land had been used by cattle ranchers and had been developed and was soon slated for commercial and residential development. And through this effort, we were able to create an entire ecosystem right here in Central Florida. It's a really special thing, close and dear to my heart, because it's become a shining example of restoration all across the world. Something else I'm really proud of as a Walt Disney World cast member is the Disney Conservation Fund. Since 1995, it's inspired millions of people around the world to take action to protect the planet, and it's been able to direct $70 million worth of funds through nonprofit organizations to help reverse the decline of wildlife and wild places all around the world. Now, when I say around the world, I really mean that. Over half the countries in the world have been affected by the Disney Conservation Fund. So what does that mean? That means that you can get involved this month, Earth Month, to help protect the planet as well. You can think about the environment in so many ways. When you leave a room, you can turn off the lights. If you see a leaky faucet or you're not using water, you can make sure you can turn that faucet off as well. Or you can even give to the Disney Conservation Fund and help reverse the decline in wildlife and wild places all over the world. But whatever you do, I hope you do it with environmentality, thinking and acting with the environment in mind. If you want more information, be sure to visit thewaltdisneycompany.com/environment. Thanks so much for joining us today.